I've just watched another movie of the series, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. No, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's the one. This is what I think.
I need to have reality to be focused on me. I'm on TV. I am a Vidiot.
Ape and human live side by side.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Vidiot On Demand. I'm your host, Phillip Williams, because nobody else had the balls. I really enjoyed this movie. It's a very simple story, but the fact that there's so much depth and character is really the thing that wins me over in the end. This story is a very simple one. You've probably seen stuff like this in other media, so it's not like it's breaking new ground there. But what's interesting is how they choose to reveal certain things. And I won't get into it because genuinely there are moments that just got to me and made me very emotional. And I felt like I was just tearing up quite a few times through this film. And I don't know why. I think it's just like the magic of movie making, something about certain scenes of certain characters doing something differently in the moment a character needs them to, or showing growth, or surprising you with sudden abilities that you're just like, wow, and it just worked. The special effects, of course, since Rise of the Planet of the Apes, consistently making you forget that you're not watching real animals. You're absolutely like just swept away. I think it's really, really well done and well executed. The acting is great, and the lead character of Noah has such expressive eyes. I just love it. I think what's really strong about these series of films is that it's all really character-based and very honest about how these sort of situations probably would turn out. The film is made very... Oh, hey! Hey, look, everybody, it's Alice from Nerd Quiz. Say hello to Alice, everybody. Wow, wonderful. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm here to say that Nerd Quiz is back.
It's back! Nerd Quiz is back! Stay tuned. Follow us on all our social media for updates.
Nerd Quiz.
Links in the description below. If you haven't checked out the Planet of the Apes movies, you know, the original from 1968 is a classic for a reason, and they made a bunch of crazy sequels, spin-offs, TV series that weren't quite on up to snuff, but then came Tim Burton, and that one, let's not talk about Mark Wahlberg and that whole thing. Makeup, great. Everything else, not so much. Starting with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, that trilogy was just so well executed. It showed the world how to quietly make a franchise new, exciting, different, and serious. There's a way to tell a dramatic story by not just giving us spectacle upon spectacle, but giving us the right amount of character and stakes. You want the characters to succeed so badly that the action, when it finally happens, is just, it feels even more impactful. This movie really says a lot about how we can live in a society of decency, but then when it all boils down to it, there's just some people who don't want to go along with the way things are and or the way things were. It's a very interesting thing because the quote-unquote bad guys of the movie, you understand where they're coming from, and of course they're going about it wrong, but you can see like this makes logical sense for them to think this, or for this person to do this, and for this ape to do that. You just kind of go, I get it. But I think the genius of it is that there are some characters where it's just ambiguous enough. You don't know what is really going on in their head. You don't get enough insight into their character. You just know what's on the surface. So in a way, we know as much as the apes know, and it's terrifying. The things they choose to reveal are very smart. This director really did something interesting and new with this franchise by setting it generations in the future after the original trilogy had ended Caesar's death. We'll see what the world is like 10, 20 years later, right? And it's fascinating. I really, really like this. I'm gonna give this, of course, 5 Uncle Phil's because it's amazing and I really enjoyed it. I think it's an emotional experience and worth checking out. Should I go into spoilers? Let's go into spoilers. Spoilers, the idea of tackling tradition. How do you teach the next generation when some people don't know something? It says a lot about culture and how things grow. It talks a little bit about religion, but also how some people can misinterpret words and simply go gung-ho in the wrong direction of someone's teachings. We have little experience of that in our worlds, unfortunately. I think this was a deep movie for it to be such a simple premise. So I'm gonna say definitely watch this in the movie theater as soon as you can. It was a blast. Or it was a monkey of a good time. No, you'll go ape for this movie. Additional gorilla thing. I don't know. I'm tired, guys. Please like and subscribe. Do all of that YouTube stuff so that people can actually find my reviews and find out who I am and maybe stick around. If you want to donate to my coffee, you're always welcome to do that, and you will be seen. Your names will be on there, and it's a way of me to show that I care. I hope you remember me when you become rich and famous. I'll see you later.